Yo, what's good, everybody? It's Ashton Bostonia in the building, and I'm here to do an interview with Sounds of the Future. I am the owner of Offsuit Clothing, and I'm also the graphic designer for it.
I love you, 508.
I'm originally from Boston, Roxbury, but Boston's all the same neighborhood to me. We're all one community. And what I do is, I'm a graphic designer. I've been doing graphic design for about 3 years. I studied it at UMass Boston. I ended up finding a career in it. Long story short, I came from a logo background designing, and now I'm doing clothing designing for a little bit over a year now, when I started Offsuit Clothing back in December of 2023. I'm feeling really good. Little Honey, she's a really good person. A day one person. When I did my first show, she was one of the first performers at my first show, at my first fashion show, and it's really been good connecting with everybody. Seen a lot of day one people, like only myself. I respect their clothing brand as well. Overall, it's just been really good, and I really feel that we're all growing together. We all want to make Boston one stronger place, and really the arts community in Boston means the world to me. I look at everybody as artists. You even hairstylists, nail stylists, music artists, really when it comes down to it, graphic designers as well. It's all one arts community that wants a better city and wants a stronger city of artists, and we're the new generation, and that's what we're all about. And we're really growing our community, and it's great to be in this circle of people. I really rock with everybody that's here tonight, most definitely. Well, really, I'm gonna be real with y'all. It was kind of a backup plan. My major was sociology. I studied public service, so really, I just wanted to be a service to the public. I worked administrative jobs, for the state. But long story short, running your own clothing brand, being a graphic designer, allows your own creativity, your own growth, and your own independence. So that's really one thing that I really enjoy about this opportunity, with molding this clothing brand, being creative, and just putting a smile on people's faces and bringing their pictures, their ideals into reality, you know what I mean? I really value respect, but at the same time, I'm the type of person that gives it. You have to give respect to get it. And I have the utmost respect for anybody with creativity, anybody in the arts community, and really when it comes to it, respect is one of the most important essentials of life. Loyalty is another, but loyalty comes with respect. When you're loyal, you respect the humanity of people around you, you know what I mean? And another good quality, you gotta have integrity too. So I put loyalty, integrity, and respect in a big class of categories, for characteristics of a person's moral fiber. So my community is one thing that's really big to me, when it comes to creating. My community, and I don't know, I just like to think outside the box. I like wordplay a lot, so a lot of my graphic designs that you'll see are just kind of like wordplay things that that I do. Because naturally, I love music, but honestly, on the real, I wasn't all too talented of a music artist, but I found my skill in clothing, you know what I'm saying? For example, with this here, I know that this is an emoji right here, but I made this emoji in a little bit of a different way, you know what I mean? Because I know that it's trending, and that's another thing that I like to do too. I like to go with trends, so I like to be my own independent person as well. I would say for one thing that I really look at too is, some people feel like clothing has to be sex identified, but I feel that clothing is for everybody. The one thing that clothing has in common, no matter what, is that it's seasonal. And that's kind of where Offsuit comes from, because the playing cards designs that you see on my logos and stuff, the emphasis and the inspiration behind it is, I don't know if you know the true story of how playing cards were designed, but playing cards were designed off the calendar. You know, there's 52 cards in a deck, and there's 52 weeks in a year. I mean, you guys can look up the rest of the story. I'm not going to elaborate and go on in a long story. But overall, clothing is seasonal. Offsuit and playing cards are seasonal as well. So, you know what I mean? That's where our emphasis on inspiration comes from. The marketing, you know, just getting yourself out there. I think part of me, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm an introvert, but you know, I'm a reserved person. I'm not trying to be like the life of the party, you know what I'm saying? I just like to chill, you know what I mean? Like I just sit in the crowd, sit in the scene, you know what I mean? And I just really like seeing people have a good time, seeing people really enjoy themselves. But at the same time, when it comes to clothing design and when it comes to, you know, being a brand, you have to put yourself out there. So we live in a whole new world where social media is so essential. And I really think it's a really good tool because people really get their voice out there. I think naturally, one thing that I really have to push myself more with is I just love doing artwork. I just have to get myself out there more with marketing, you know what I mean? But I'm blessed to be in this city with a bunch of people that are really great prodigies and really sufficient in what they do. But besides the marketing aspect of things, I would really say that an important factor you want to have, besides diversifying yourself, is just be yourself. Do you, and God's will, God's strength will take you where you want to go in life. So I'm doing an MBA courtside design. You're going to see them kind of tonight. A couple of the artists have them around here, and a couple of the models have them, and they're wearing them. So basically, I did all of the NBA arenas. You know when they do the skyline view during the game? I did one for every city because, you know, every city has a vibe, every city has a view, every city has, you know, a focus, a perspective. And basically what I did with those designs was I put the team's colors on the skyline with the backdrop of the arena. And really, I think it's something hot that you guys are really going to like. Besides that, I'm really trying to bring an urban and a portrait canvas style to my art. Like a lot of my art that you're going to see here is portrait style. You know, I love the traditional graphic design, but I'm really just trying to diversify myself in my own way, and that's really how I do it. But that's really the one thing I would say that I would love to promote right now. That, and we do a lot of custom stuff, so if you have an idea on your brain that you're really thinking about, let me bring it to life for you on everything. Challenge me. Trust your faith. I'm a very faithful and spiritual person. Everything happens for a reason, and you know, God's plan's really going to put you together soon enough. You know what I mean? And overall, you know, just be yourself, diversify yourself, and, you know, be that person that opens the door for somebody. Don't be the person that doesn't look behind you to see if somebody needs to walk in the door, you know what I'm saying? Don't be that person that slams the door in somebody's face. And I think one thing that we have to do in Boston when it comes to networking is we gotta be out there more for each other. But I'm blessed to have this circle and everybody that's here with me tonight because I feel that everybody here cares about the Boston arts community significantly, and we're just gonna grow through God's faith and make it stronger, no doubt. I really appreciate the time that Sounds of the Future really brought together for me, no doubt.
I love you, 508.